Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tom Cat here, and welcome back to SpinTires MudRunner for another winter-themed, I almost said holiday-themed map, but it's more just winter-themed. Now, this is Frog's Snow Mountain, and I figured what better way to explore one of his maps in a truck that he had a pretty much a defining role in. This is basically his truck. I mean, as you can tell, and as he says in the workshop, there are some pieces that some other people helped him with, but this is his truck through and through. So let's go ahead and refuel it, so we don't have to worry about it. Running into any issues. But this map features snow and ice and lots of other things that you would expect to find in a mountainous winter environment. Now, how far that goes, I'm not sure. Now, I also noticed a couple of forwarders at the beginning of the map, and I wonder how those are... Whoa! Okay. So it does actually... Okay, so you can feel it start sliding on the ice, and that's the first clue that this map is going to be really entertaining. Really entertaining. I also wonder... if, like, I wonder where this all, like, where it goes, because eventually, because, like, dude, you see, it slid again on the ice, and this is the first time I've seen ice used for a purpose other than, like, a frozen lake, you know what I mean? Because the frozen lakes are cool and all, but, like, that's not always the most realistic application of ice. So, sometimes you'll see ice, like, just patches of ice on a mountain road or something, and this is definitely a really interesting way to show that off. Now, so far there hasn't really been much variation in the actual trail, I have to say. We just seem to be going in a bit of a circle. Now, oh god, all right, well, that explains why. So yeah, that explains why. So we're going down this mountain, and eventually once we get to the bottom. Now, I will say there will be a challenge of going back up the mountain, not using the road itself, because I feel like doing that, I mean, we might as well try it, right? It actually reminds me of a lot of the maps that people would mod into the beta, like, because the beta had a lot of weird maps that were all based on this, like, circular mountain format, and ooh, this is gonna be interesting going up with a heavy load, that's for sure. Like, can you imagine going up that with, like, a fully loaded down log truck? Like, that would be intense. That would be genuinely intense, and I'm not sure how it would go. I feel like there's multiple ways it could go, but with that being said, I'm not sure what would be, you know, not sure if it would actually make it, or if it would just take it a while, or if it would just slide back down. Probably would depend on the truck at hand's, like, grip programming and the way it ooh, okay, we got a side trail right here that goes to a lumber mill. I kind of want to explore the side trail, but at the same time I want to just get all the way to the bottom, because I feel like if I get all the way to the bottom, I'll be able to get to that area anyway. So as I was saying before, I feel like whether or not you would be able to make it back up that with, like, a loaded down log truck would completely depend on the way the tire grip was programmed, the way the weight was programmed, and the truck itself's power. So let's see what this map has in store for us. Ooh, boy. So here's the road that kind of runs between everything. And what is this over here? So this is all frozen. Wow, you could definitely tell, like, you could feel it. You can really feel it kind of like lose traction and lose grip, because watch. This is with all-wheel drive on, and that's full throttle. Like in high, the truck just basically just does donuts. That's basically all it wants to do. If I turn all-wheel drive off and literally just put it in rear-wheel drive, let's see, if I just lock the rear axle, it pretty much just drifts everywhere. That's amazing. Yeah, that's brilliant. It just drifts everywhere. I love it. Now, this would be... Okay, oh, cool. So there's actually that over there, too. That's interesting. Now, if you wanted to take the side road, I'm very curious about, because the side road, and by the way, this map does kind of like give off, not only is it like winter themed, but it gives off that winter vibe, if you know what I mean. Like it feels like you feel like if you were out here, you feel like you would be freezing. You know what I mean? Like you feel like you would want to make sure that your truck's heat worked, because if your truck's heat didn't work, this would be a bad time. Now this trail I feel like is a little bit better suited for scout trucks like this. I'm going to use this as an example of a scout truck, but I feel like this map this part of the map anyway is less suited for your lumber haulers and stuff like that, and a little bit more suited to smaller trucks, lighter duty trucks, and well, light to medium duty, and maybe even some heavy duty trucks that just have, you know, like really high capabilities. Now, we do have a garage right here, which is surprising to me because I didn't think we'd have another garage right here. And we also have a lumber mill. Although I feel like those could use something to kind of signify what they are. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's a missed opportunity to put buildings there. Now, that side trail goes back. Okay, so that winds back to the main road, which we could take, but that's going to be a little bit more of like a shortcut if you so wanted to use it, rather than going, you know, like the full way around to get to the lumber mill or something like that. So, oh god, that was a little too close to the trees for my liking. That was like right up on the trees. Now, I'm not sure. Oh, okay, so there's a block post, a log station, so you can't turn around and just go back the other way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just go back the other way and not really pay attention to the rest of the map. So I'm going to jump into... Are you serious? I can still hear that truck idling? That's something that's very weird to me about that sound. Like, proximity doesn't matter, which is very weird about it. Like, very, very weird to me. So let's throw the fuel and tools in the back, and let's throw the gooseneck on it as well, because we have a vehicle we got to tow, and that, once we refuel this thing, is that K5 Blazer. Now, let's see. Repair, operate. There we go. Wrong way. It's like, you have to be very specific, and sometimes, for some reason, I don't remember which way on, like, the control stick is the right way to go to lower the ramps. All right, let's get you up here. Because I know for a fact one of those forwarders will not fit. Like, you try to fit one of those forwarders, good luck. Like, seriously, like, good luck if you want to try to fit one of those forwarders on here. I mean, it would be hilarious. Don't get me wrong. It would be absolutely hilarious. But it would not be effective. All right, let's bring those back up. All right, good. So let's go ahead and set off now. And, wow, it already rolled towards the back of the trailer. That does not bode well for that thing. It really doesn't. It really, really doesn't. God, I wish there was a speed between, like, third and low 3. Because if there was, we'd be able to actually, like... We'd be able to kind of cruise along without having to deal with a, basically a truck that, that wants to throw the load off the trailer at a moment's notice. So I think what I'm probably going to do is just feather it in automatic mode and hope for the best. And we'll see if that actually ends up working or if we end up throwing the K5 off the back of the trailer. Now, I don't really have a specific, like, dedicated mission on where the K5 needs to be, so it's no big deal if it gets thrown off the trailer. But I would prefer to keep it on. I do find it very interesting how the trailer seems to have this weird, like, it seems to almost shake whenever it goes over ice, and I don't understand why. It's probably some sort of like one part of the physics system working with the other part of the physics system in a weird way. Like it seems to not like the ice, or at least the trailer seems to not like the ice. See, as you can see, it like shakes when it goes over ice. It's very minor, but it's definitely there. Now, judging by how the entire descent is all right-hand turns, we're going to make the K5 fly off to the left. In fact, I'm actually not opposed to trying to make it fly off to the left. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it wouldn't be a horrible thing if this thing just flew off to the left and, oh God, it's... I mean, we're rolling in 5th, so it may not. I mean, I feel like the first sharp corner we go around, though, it's going to fly off. To be fair, though, there are going to be less and less sharp corners the farther down the mountain we go. And it bounced back a little bit to the middle of the trailer, so we may be good. It almost seemed like it sped up over the ice there. That was really, really weird, actually. Because the ice technically shouldn't give you more traction. And I don't think it didn't feel like it gave me more. It just felt like the truck sped up out of nowhere. Oh, God. Wow, that was close to that thing flying off. That was really close. I love how even though it's a descent, if like there are some places where you go back up, you know what I mean? Like, which is kind of weird to me. Like, I feel like technically that shouldn't happen, but at the same time, it does mix it up a bit. So this is actually where I'm going to turn around for an experiment because I don't know. Oh, no, yeah, see, the trailer is shaking big time right there because it wants to slide forward. But I'm going to turn the truck around because I want to see. Oh, God, can we even turn the truck around here? Hey, I mean, where there's a will, there's a way. We can make it happen. Oh, yeah. Just a little bit of jackknifing. No big deal. All right. Ice climb. Let's go. Oh. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That is ridiculous. Does low one make any difference? No. Wow. Dude, that ice is just, like, you cannot climb it. That is insane. I wonder about climbing kind of towards the outer edge. Because if only, like, maybe 1 or 2 tires were on the ice at any given time, you'd be better off, but it still doesn't want to. That is impressive. That is surprising. I did not think that the ice was going to be that big of a thing. Like, I thought the ice was going to hold us back, but I thought it was just a texture. That's a lot more than just a texture, boys. There's a lot more to it than that. Okay, so Snow Mountain actually now has a there's definitely a reason behind it. And if you're trying to bring a trailer back up here, like, I wish you luck because that right there is absolutely insane. Like, that is absolutely insane. And I'm going to finish exploring the rest of this road, but my God, I would not want to be tasked with having to bring a trailer up that hill because that is absolutely terrifying. And not only is it terrifying, but it's insane to the point where you almost don't want to do it because of just like almost like the fact of the frustration aspect of it. Getting a little further along down here, I want to say that, okay, so we're back to the main road where we've been before. Okay, so now we've done the full loop. We've done the entire road. We haven't gone all the way up, but we've definitely gone all the way down in this, and we went halfway down and then tried to climb back up in the other truck, and as you can see, the ice definitely is a big part of this map. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you click that like button. Tell me in the comments below what you guys thought of it, and if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Talk to you all later.